This month on From Seed to Spoon, we're teaching you all about winter squash. We've already shown you some squash basics and taught you how to peel, slice, and dice them. This week, we're back in Chef Katz's kitchen and we're showing you how to roast squash and turn it into a delicious soup.
So I've sliced this squash in half and I have taken the seeds out and I've left the skin on. And the first thing I'll do is pour some water into my baking dish. I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees and I just want to give the casserole a little bit of liquid just so that it doesn't reduce down and dry out. Next, I'll put my squash into the pan face down. And you just want it to sit flat. And then I just simply take a piece of foil and wrap it very tightly. And we're really not looking to add any other flavor when I'm roasting this squash whole. I'm really just trying to change the texture so that I can use it in other preparations. But if you like just soft squash, eating it with a spoon, you could certainly top it with some brown sugar and some cinnamon and some nutmeg and put it in the oven, and when it's done, you can just eat it with a spoon and even a little whipped cream. It makes a great dessert. Through the magic of our photography, this is ready to go. And I've taken the foil off. My squash is nice and tender. I just take this squash and I have a bowl and I just like to scrape the flesh inside and do the other side as well. And then this is what you would use to make the squash soup. But these are two different squash soups. And I just thought I would show you how to make some beautiful garnishes with these soups. So I really like thyme with squash. It has a nice earthiness, a nice flavor to that, and it just balances the color too. And I also like, just to balance that, I like a little bit of sweetness as well. So I drizzle a little bit of maple syrup and some toasted pecans that I just sort of crush in my hands. It adds a nice textural element to the soup. And then I like to take some lightly thickened whipped cream and just drizzle it on the top as well, just as an extra element. And it really makes your soup pop. It makes it more like a restaurant presentation. With this squash soup, I'm going to just garnish it simply with the roasted squash seeds that we made. And I just love the simple element of that. And if you like, you can garnish again with some thyme or even some parsley, but I'm just going to leave mine like that as a simple presentation. If you go to the Perfectly Imperfect Produce website, you will be able to get a recipe for my butternut squash soup.
We're glad you joined us today to learn about roasting squash and some soup basics. Join us next week for even more ideas for how to prepare winter squash, including one of Chef Katz's favorite recipes he makes for his own family.